People want the convenience. They want to be able to open their phone. They want to be able to go to a touchscreen. They want to be able to control the heating. They want to be able to control the music. And to have the support in place if it does fall over or if they need just tech. Exactly. But there's definitely a market in Bournemouth and Dorset and the surrounding areas, yeah, for sure. It was the approachability of Rich and the team, and the way he puts it all out there. It's there to see. Behind the scenes, finished projects, during, it's all there. So we didn't get the feeling of a closed shop. So we could actually go, right, how does this work? How does this system work? You know, and aside from the Control 4 aspect of it, it was to see the business side as well. For me personally, it was to see the business side of things. We've got a lot of things in common, similarities in our system, so it was great to pick Rich's brain. And that's, yeah, there was a natural affinity. I was drawn to Rich and his work ethic as well. Yeah, absolutely. He's busy, but he's good. You know, I arrived, it took me 7 hours to get here on the Monday. I arrived at 5:30. He was there, to be fair, to greet me in the reception. Everybody else had gone home, and then we spent an hour and a half just chatting and going through systems. You know, there was never any pressure. So, and every day comes in bubbly, busy, really open about what's going on in the business. You know, I've taken loads away from that. The processes, more systemization and the processes as to how he approaches setting projects up. We do a fair bit of panel building, rack building ourselves, but it's nice to see it from Rich's and Art Smart's way that they create the projects from design through to completion. So that was our main is our main takeaway from it, certainly. And also, to be fair, some little tips and tricks from terminating cables, etc. So that was great to pick that up as well. There's definitely a few things that I've taken away that will increase our quality. We work to high standards in our industry, and we'd like to think that Art Smart's standards will easily marry in with ours.
Just coming on to sort of like standards that Art Smart, so you mentioned as well that you've got a potential job coming up in a hotel with 40 rooms, and sort of the system there could have seemed to have had a bit of standards.
Yeah, unfortunately it's a 10-year-old system. At the time, smart, absolutely, but there's been no support, no ongoing support. There's nobody to call, there's nobody, so we go in and firefight and essentially get rooms back up and running, because 4 or 5-star hotel, systems are down, they need to get up and running quickly. So we're proposing to go in there and refurbish 40 systems in there, but they don't want to touch the rooms. That's got to stay in place. So I can see potentially Control 4 coming in and playing a big part in that, and being able to set each room up, and also provide ongoing support. Yeah, definitely. And it needs the support. It needs to be proactive. Hotels generally are reactive, which is the wrong way to be. They need to be proactive, get in front of the problems, and provide solutions quickly. There's a gradual process. We've always been on the tech side. We've always been on tech, but it's been trying to find a platform that suits us as a business and that we can apply our electrical skills to as well. So I can certainly see where the partnership will work with the projects potentially coming up, and have the expertise that we can fall back on with you guys, with Rich and Art Smart, that if we have got a project coming up, we can say, look, we've got this, can you help us with this? You know, can you support us with this? So I can definitely see us going down that road and becoming a little bit, potentially more niche. That's the idea, because we have got the skills and the guys to do that.
Yeah, and if you just stand out, then you become the
go-to. We can become the go-to guys to help and support, you know, for whatever project, from a single room to a luxury property to a hotel. You know, Control 4 can support us with that, absolutely. The relaxed nature has been, obviously there's pressures, every business has pressures, but it doesn't seem to be evident. Again, I go back to systems, processes. You've got things in place, and we're very similar. We've got SimPro in place in our place, and you're a bit ahead of us with that. But that's huge, how that can help transform a business, you know. the HQ is great. To be honest, this is where we want to be. This is where we're going to aim to be. So it's a great blueprint. So as I've been wandering around, it's all going in.
Taking mental notes.
Absolutely, yeah. And even I can say to Rich, I've said to him many times, asked him many questions. I said, "If you don't mind me asking," he goes, "No, it's not a problem. Just ask me questions." And that's too often industry can be closed down, whereas I think it needs to be opened up to help people. Yeah. Well, that's it. You get your golden nuggets from the chats, from that hour and a half ad on the Monday. That's just a chat. And that's where you get your golden nugget. That's where you get your knowledge. That's where you can bounce ideas off each other. Same with the guys I'm doing the course with. You can chat and you can you bounce ideas. You get knowledge that way. It's good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the course. It's a good beginner's course as well for somebody, an electrician who's green and is looking to get into it. It will give you the beginnings, the standards to work to, and then you can expand your knowledge from there. So I absolutely recommend it. I've recommended it to a couple of people already.